first three who knows and follow the star of Jesus, who they were? Who they were? The first three. The first three. Where they are from, which religion they have? The first three they come. Yeah, go ahead. I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question.
What was your question? Repeat.
Okay. The first three they were following the star of Jesus. Who they are?
Who they are? They were Persian.
They were believer. They were pagan. What they were?
They were Persian.
They were pagan.
Pagan.
Pagan. That means they were pagan. They were pagan. Okay. Prove it.
I know.
Bring text. Show me they were.
Okay, what's your point? Let's go.
The word pagan isn't even in the Bible. It isn't in the Bible. It doesn't say pagan to them. They weren't pagan.
They were pagan.
It's not in the word. It's not in the word. It's not in the word.
They were believer.
They were believers.
Okay, prove it. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Because they were given the revelation.
Listen to us.
So what do you have? You have a problem with the pagan?
Hold on.
So you have a problem that Christianity is a pagan?
No. Huh? I have to bring my camera. I have to bring my camera if I want. Okay.
You have a problem that Christianity word is given by pagans, you know?
Yes.
And you should not
No.
follow pagans.
Now we're talking about something else. That he said that you want to prove that these three men they were believers.
No, you said the Christianity name is given by pagans as a mockery, and we should not follow paganism. You're saying, no?
He said that these three men they are a believer. You want to answer that? Yes or no?
They were the
Okay, then provide evidence.
I made a claim. Can I defend my claim?
Yes.
Can you please let me defend it? Let me defend it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So these three, they saw the star in heaven.
Okay.
If you don't know the Bible, in the Bible it talks about the Mazzaroth. God made the story of Jesus was written in the stars, in the constellations. The people the wise men of those days were people who knew the story of God written in the stars.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you, prove to me these three men who they were Persian, they are believer. Don't start to twist my word and strawman my argument. Okay? That is what you're talking about. God told, God speak, God did. It's different. You are only strawman my
They were
argument.
following the Old Testament. That's what they did.
No, they don't.
Numbers 24.
Okay.
They were following Numbers 24.
Provide evidence.
Okay, listen. Mazzaroth is in the Bible. Okay, God brings the Mazzaroth in this cycle. That means God created the constellations, and there's a story of.
I didn't ask you that.
I'm answering.
I didn't ask you that.
Okay, if you're gonna interrupt, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah,
if you
stop.
interrupt one
If
more
you not
time,
answer my, if
because
you
you
not
don't want to hear the
you
answer.
strawman my argument.
No.
You strawman my
I'm giving you
argument.
the answer.
I mean, I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you about the Masorite. I'm asking you about these three men.
It is connected to the three men. Listen to me. It's connected to the three men. Now stop.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk to you.
Prove to me they are connected. Go ahead.
If you're gonna
You just only twisting and you want to strawman my argument.
listen, if you don't want to hear my argument, then
My
don't talk to
question.
me.
Okay, not talk.
Don't talk to me. If you want to talk to me, you have to listen to my argument.
This is a prophecy from the Old Testament, right? To answer your question, right? The three wise men were actually following that star because they realized that it was in the Old Testament. This is what it says in Numbers 24:17. I shall see him, this is a prophecy, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab and destroy all the children of Shem.
You see how strawman the argument. Prove he was talking about these three men.
So they were following that.
Prove that he was talking about three men, about three Persian men. They will come from Persia to Jesus. Prove
The
it.
star that they followed.
Prove
They
it.
were following the Old Testament.
Who told you that it's same star you're talking about? I'm talking about three Persians. Okay. To say. Listen. To say. No. You have to prove that these three men they were believers.
Yes.
They believe in what you said. Plus, listen. Are you?
Sorry, what Nasara is?
Yes, I know what
What's
Nasara.
Nasara?
And Nasara is the one who they give victory to someone.
So that?
Nasara is the follower of Jesus, or the one who gives victory to Jesus. Yeah.
You know the Bible says that
Also
Nasara
for-
or Nazarene, the term Nazarene,
Also for
was a
Jesus.
curse word for the Christians. So your God used a curse word to refer to it.
Okay. Okay. If your book called Jesus Nazareth, in that moment he cursed him. You don't know even your book.
You're not even making any sense right now. You're just got the
Nazareth.
How? Nazareth.
That's a curse word.
No, it's not.
Yes, it does.
It's not. Prove to me.
In Acts, it's a curse
Prove
word.
to me. Prove to me the word Nazareth.
Sorry, hold on. You say it's a curse word? Yes. Against who? Against who? And against all those who follow Jesus Christ. Then I don't have a problem with that.
Why you are not listening?
You say it's a curse word. You just said it's a curse word. He had a problem with us being called. It was a curse word. He had a problem with us being called Christians, because Christians was a curse word. He said, why would Jesus call us a curse word? Jesus called a curse word. And what I'm saying, his God calls those Nazarenes a curse word. Nazarene. Yes, because that's a curse word. That's my point. Because they follow Jesus of Nazareth.
Pagan word, or what do you want to say?
I'm saying that it says in the Quran that Christians are cursed. If you're saying Nazarene or Nazarenes it's a curse word against Christians,
with all due
then
respect,
I don't have a problem with that.
If all due respect, if Christians
understand the point.
I understand that, but I'm just making another point.
If Christian is a curse word, why Muhammad copied Jews and Christians?
How did he copy them?
Okay, it's listen, brother, listen. He said Christian is a curse word. I asked him.
I didn't say that. You said that. I didn't say that. You said that.
If Christian is a curse word, and he said in Sahih al-Bukhari, let me finish. 5917 it says the prophet used to copy the people of the scripture. Who are the people of the
What do you
scripture?
mean copy?
You never ask here. Sahih al-Bukhari, the prophet used to copy the people of the scripture in matter which there was no order from Allah.
Okay, where does this hadith come from?
Sahih al-Bukhari, sunnah.com.
Sahih al-Bukhari is not Sahih.
It's not Sahih.
Not so Sahih, yeah?
Sunnah.com is not Sunnah.
No, when they don't want it to be
Take it
Sahih,
any
Sahih
way you like.
al-Bukhari is not Sahih too.
Point that over there. Take it any way you like.
Sir, one more.
Not so Sahih.
Sir, if paganism is bad, why Muhammad is copying paganism according to this Sahih al-Bukhari?
Whichever way you want.
Ta-ta,
right,
bye-bye, ta-ta.
Don't come here.
This will happen again.
You don't know?
It will happen again.
Right here, right now. Right here, right now.
That was actually good.
This is how you have to answer. Just answer them from their own scripture.
Oh man, that was destruction. That was literal destruction. We got him. He actually ran when I said that because he knows it's a lie. He'll say
So
Nazarene.
you guys,
is a bad
okay, so
word.
let me answer that what he said. The three Magi, I don't know, everybody, him and the other guy, they know that I know this subject because I'm very deep insight into this. The three Magi were believers because the story of God was written in the stars. They were following, they knew when they saw the sign in the heavens that this is the sign of the birth of Jesus. That's, if they didn't believe in Jesus, why would they leave everything, their country? It was very dangerous to travel in those days, very expensive. Go to the and bring expensive gifts for a king, suitable only for a king could get gold, frankincense, and the other stuff. Nobody else gets that. It was not, that was to show their respect of the king of the Jews. And that is the king of the universe. That's why they traveled and came. They were not pagans, they were following the Maseroth. Every Christian should go and look up the word Maseroth in the Bible and they will understand this story. And it's too bad that in the Christmas they don't explain people why those three men came. And a lot of Christians don't know this. That's why he was trying to come and say, oh, those were pagans. He doesn't understand. They were not pagans. They were following that. That's why there's a history of people from Persia and Christianity and God and the people of God. It goes back to Cyrus, the conqueror. And God has used that empire for his purpose as well. So there's a history between all this stuff, and they don't know the connections, but they come up with this argument.
Well, yeah, I want to say something. Yeah? If Muslims have got a problem with Christians being called the term Christ because it was insult against us, then they should have a problem with their own God, who calls a group who they claim are Christians Nazarenes. And Nazarene was the term, if you look in the book of Acts, that the Jews used to attack Paul, who was a brother of Christ, or Jesus of Nazareth. Right? It's not a curse word in the sense that, oh, it curses us, but it was what they used to curse us, which doesn't fall to their faces. Because yes, we are Nazarenes. we follow Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Yes, we are Christians, we follow the Christ of old, we are little Christ. Amen.
One more thing I was going to say. And Jesus in the Bible clearly says that if you will be mocked, Jesus prophesied that you will be mocked for my name's sake. And if anyone will mock you for my name's sake and persecute you, you are blessed. So as a name Christianity, it is a greatest name for us. We are proud of that.
Amen. So don't be ashamed to be called Christians. Don't be ashamed to be called children of God. We are children of God, adopted by Christ. In Jesus' name. Amen.